What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. coming to you. Good afternoon, and this is a special live that we're doing because if you can see in the background, me and a couple of my friends, business associates, phenomenal people. We have what we know or what we are called or what it's called the B.O.S.S Masterclass, which is the build, organize, shift and sacrifice, or shift and serve. Whichever way you want to use that second S for, you can certainly use it. But we're here to just talk to you. We're not going to be here long, but we're just going to give you an overview, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what you can expect on March 21st through April 20th that we got coming up. It's some phenomenal sessions that we're going to be doing that we are just totally excited about, that we're going to be bringing to you. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a supervisor, a manager, if you are a pastor, community organizer, this is for you. If this is something that you want to be a part of, that you can take back, get those tools that you need, part of those tools that you need in order to be able to be the boss that you are called to be. Be the builder, the organizer, the shifter, the person that sacrifices for those that work with you, that are working for you, that are working with you in order to be able to accomplish those goals, whether it's in your business itself as an entrepreneur, or whether it's you, people that work with you in a business that you work for someone. This is for you. This is that training. These are those things that we're going to talk about are going to be poured into you, so that you're able to maximize your productivity, create that healthy work environment that you want, and then you'll be able to increase your bottom line if you are an entrepreneur. And if you are an organization, you'll be able to increase that bottom line as well. But then if you're a manager, supervisor, all of those things, you actually will pour into the business development of your particular company that you work for. And there's no greater thing than to make it that you and those that work for you and with you are strengthened and strong when it comes to giving your customers, giving your clients the best type of customer service that you need. And I got with me today, that's to my left, because since I'm looking at the screen to my left, she might be to your right. I don't know how it's flowing on out there, but this is one of my partners. She was able to put the book down from in front of her for a little bit to come and join us and talk a little bit about her sessions that she's going to be doing. She's going to give y'all just a little bit. She's going to give y'all a little bit because she wants y'all to come and hear these powerful sessions that she's going to be doing. And I promise you, after you hear her talk a little bit about what she's going to be doing, what she's going to be talking about, y'all going to want to go and register. And you will have the link right in the bio here so that you can go there to register. And we did decide, and I'll say this to begin with, we did decide to extend the early bird for another week or so, because we're going to go till March 2nd. So you got a little bit more time to get that early bird special, but we want you to go ahead and register anyway, because we want you to be in the room for this, because we promise you, you will not be the same after attending this B.O.S.S Masterclass than you were before. I promise you, you will be that much better. So I want to welcome, I'm gonna let her tell you just a little bit about who she is and everything like that. And then we're gonna get into this conversation a little bit about, what you all as attendees can expect at the B.O.S.S Masterclass. So I want y'all to welcome with me, Miss Connie, AMOS-PARSONS. Miss Connie, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes. Hello, everyone, especially boss leaders and business owners of the 21st century. I hope you all are watching. I am so excited about this. We only spend maybe a month and a half to 2 months just creating this idea, because we know that everyone is growing and we want to scale. the last 2 years has been so challenging to us. And we know that business has changed so much with people, they call it the great resignation. People, over 4 million people have quit their jobs. And they say most of them are looking for working at home and also having a small business. So now that they're working at home and have a small business of their own, they're in a different environment. They don't have a supervisor anymore. They don't have a manager. And so we know, as Dr. Leroy and Brother Donald, we know working in the industries that we are in, business and leadership, and having worked full-time for supervisors and managers, we know that we get training and up in scale every year. We have to keep current. That doesn't mean because we have experience that we don't go back to school. We read, we take courses. Everyone in any professional field have to keep their skills sharp. And then don't like to say the word competition, but we do have competition, and it's now global competition. So let me just tell you a little bit about what I have done. I will be celebrating my 15th anniversary of At Your Service Events Planner LLC, March 31st. When I first started out, I invested in my own business. I didn't want to borrow any money from anybody. And I was determined that I wanted to make break even. The first year I had to borrow money. The second year I had to borrow money for myself, my 401k. The third year, January, I prayed and asked God to let me break even and make a profit. And from the beginning of that third year, I made a profit and haven't looked back. We always have challenges. We have obstacles. We have things that we have to overcome. We have to hire people. Sometimes we have to let them go. We work with independent contractors. We work with other colleagues and professionals, and of course, our customers and clients. So this is not an easy field to be in. So we wanted to bring to you the skills that are needed, the soft skills and the hard skills that are needed now going forward in 2022. There is a hybrid workplace now. A lot of people work at home full-time. Some go in the office a couple of days a week, and some want to stay there all the time, go to work all the time. But there are other skills that we need to learn. So I'm gonna start off with my 3 topics, starting with leadership, session 1. What strategies and skill sets will elevate your career in 2022 and beyond? We're not talking about last year, 2020, 21. We're talking about what's going to elevate you in 2022. What is going to confront you that you're going to have to be on top of? Not only skills, but soft skills. So managers and leaders and employees need to be flexible, first of all. They need to be able to be adjustable, second. They need to be able to adjust to the new environment. They need to be able to work as a team, in a virtual team, in a matrix team that's in different cities. That is what's facing us now, not to mention being on Zoom and go to webinar and other virtual meetings that we have to do. So those are the skills that are newer and that we need to learn. Also, I'm going to wanted to share with you that Dr. Leroy, Brother Donald, and I, we are sharing not only experience that we've had, all of us within a couple of decades at least, but we also are sharing, I'm sharing education, what I've learned in MBA. I want to present it to you all because it is so much that's going on now. I have an appreciation for corporate America because that is what most of the students in my class, I would say the majority of my students, not students, my classmates, 90% are global, from Africa, from Asia, from South America, from Canada. They take classes in the US online, and you're talking about serious, they are very serious about their work, very serious about their grades. And so I have seen it for myself. I'm competing, honestly, well, I'm gonna date myself. I'm competing with young people half my age and keeping up with them because 1, I'm paying my tuition, And two, I want to be good at it. I want to get good grades. So I work very hard so that to keep up, because we are, as I said before, we are competing globally for products and services and everything. So I'm so glad when I see on LinkedIn and different stories where you see people who are able to get contracts globally, because that means a lot. Also, I'm going to talk about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, again, is very important. It's about your self-awareness. It's about you knowing what you do and what your strengths are, as well as what you need to improve on. I'm not going to say weaknesses, but what we need to improve on. And then you get an opportunity to take tests about it to see what you need to improve on. Self-awareness, being able to know who you are, being able to know what your strengths are, being able to know what you need to improve on, being able to have social awareness, because we network, we interact with people, we collaborate. So being able to present ourselves with emotional intelligence. And then the third thing is empathy. That is important. At first, you didn't hear that too much prior to the pandemic. You didn't hear empathy. But now you're talking about empathy in the workplace, because you have had so many tragedies, so many people have gone. You have people that have a lot of mental illness and issues now. And we won't know until people come back to work and come back in the working environment. But we leaders, especially in supervisors and managers, should have those soft skills of empathy, be able to connect with your employees, be able to call in and have a Zoom meeting and say, how are you doing? What's going on? How are your children doing? And then, you know, if they have lost one, show some empathy for them. So those are skills that we have. I thought that I was going to make it through 2 years without getting sick, but I did have the Omicron virus starting January for 17 days. And I pushed through it, but all the way through it, I still, if you think they're going to school and taking classes and you get sick, if you think they're going to give you a pass, they do not. I had to still turn in my homework on time. I still had to work. I told my professor in an email that I was sick, but I still had to turn in my lesson. One of them, I just couldn't turn it in at all because I was so weak. I looked at it and I just didn't understand it. And I didn't do well on that one, but I still had to continue my classes, because what's going to happen if you stop? You're going to fail, and then you're going to have to pay the tuition back. Yes.
So they still don't make accommodations for individuals that have gone through that have caught some version of the virus? Wow.
None.
Wow. I mean, because it's not like you just sitting at home. You actually are fatigued, and you can't really,
I was sick.
You're
2
sick.
weeks ago.
You literally laid up in the bed. Wow, that is.
And
wow.
I kept pushing. We have 2 assignments a week, one on Wednesday night at midnight, and one on Sunday. Well, I did one on Wednesday night. I did well, but all the time I was perspiring. I had fever. I was coughing. I was sneezing. I felt terrible, but I turned that one in. But the one on Sunday, I just didn't have any more energy. I looked at it and I said, well, I'm gonna try to take the test. And it was 4% of my grade. And I looked at it and I didn't understand it. I couldn't comprehend it because I was sick. Yeah. So I just sent an email to my professor and said, I just can't do it. I said, I'm gonna have to take a F this time. I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I did. I got unsatisfactory for that one project.
Wow.
So since April, I've been going the second month after the shutdown. We started March the 13th. I started school April the 6th. So I've been going to classes the whole time the pandemic has gone. And I pushed through, and, I didn't get sick or anything. I have had so far 14 or 15 of my friends and relatives have passed, and I guess business is business.
Right. Let me ask you this, because I want to get into the sessions that we're going to be having. And you said something that I want to pick up on that I think is very important. And we're talking about, because you said that your classes that you were taking had a diversity of individuals. Now let's talk about the master class that we're doing, this boss master class, and why we didn't want to, I mean, with it being a virtual setting, that this class is, I mean, this master class is a virtual, so this is for individuals that are all over the globe. It's not just
That's right.
to a local area. Talk about the importance of that and what you've seen in your classroom, and then how that translates to what we're doing here, trying to get individuals ready for the workforce or entrepreneurship.
Yes.
and all of those things, that mindset.
I've had all of my classes. I'm in the 8th class. Everything is virtual. You submit your information. I download the week's lessons. I print out my readings. We do still have class books. Our books, I ordered those from Amazon. When we submit our DQ on Wednesdays, discussion questions, those by Blackboard. They are graded in with comments from our turn. And then when we submit out big projects, which is 20% of our grades on Sundays, or a test on, it's always online. I didn't know anything about Blackboard or anything. I hadn't been to grad school in 24 years when I started. I had no knowledge. When I was in school 24 years ago, working on my master's, I didn't finish. I was in a classroom on Saturday, all day on Saturday from 8 to 4 o'clock. And now everything is virtual. So we really need this class here. Honestly, this class has a master's or graduate school level for people in the business world, for entrepreneurs, for leaders. It is not something that you are going to go out and find and search on your own, because we're not only bringing in what we have learned in college and grad school, we have also worked. We have also worked at a job and worked in the business world and have been entrepreneurs and business owners. So we have the experience and we have the knowledge that we want to share with you. And I'm not bragging, but I want everybody to know that you can be as far away as India, which I'm working with a lady now. I'm doing a presentation. She's in India, and we're doing a virtual presentation with this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with 18 women. And I'm speaking tomorrow, and it's free. And then, you know, they're going to give offers and promotion, but they have women from all over the world doing a virtual conference on Zoom. So it's important that we have those skills and we can get education anywhere. We don't have to pick up a book or go on YouTube and do it by ourselves. We're going to, Dr. Leroy and Brother Donald, we're going to walk you through what we know. We're going to give you a Q&A session for you to answer ask any questions that you have about the material that we have presented. We're going to go deep, like they say in school, deep dive, and give you content. And this is something that we want, that we're taking time out, because we know we want you to be the best that you can be in running your business and being entrepreneurs. And if you're new and you're a novice, you will definitely benefit from this class. We did say that we were going to not only extend the early bird, but we're also going to give you, I think it was 2 installments.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we do it in.
You can do it in 2 installments,
Mm-hmm.
and we will put that on, change it on Eventbrite to give you an opportunity to pay both installments. However, we still would need to have the final payment a week before class, because we do have to prepare our materials a week ahead of time. You know, those are the things that I'm personally, I'm going to be talking about. How do you, we even have people who haven't worked and transitioned, and they want to go back into the workforce and they want to be a business owner. So we're going to teach you this. We're going to tell you how to do it. I remember the first day that I started my business, which was in 2007. I didn't even know what a logo was. I had to get one, a young man that had his master's degree. He did my logo. I still have that logo with the hand and glove. I didn't know anything about copywriting because I was in the federal government. I didn't have to know anything. And I had him teach me that. And now he's working at BET in New York. So we are going to give you, like you say, we're going to soak into you what we know and what we have learned in our education, because we want to make this class something that you can talk about and something that you can apply the next day when you finish your class.
Yeah, and that's it. We want you to come away from this masterclass with the skill sets and the tools that you need in order to be able to move to your next level, whatever that level is. Like this kind of says, if you're transitioning out of corporate America, because there's some people that are going to be leaving that have left, that have actually left over these last 2 years, that have left corporate America and have started their own businesses due to the pandemic. They've kind of taken this bull by the horns and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to use this as my opportunity to be able to start my own business. So what better way than for you to get equipped with the tools that you need and then to attend this B.O.S.S Masterclass to be able to talk to you about how to build, how to organize, how to structure what it is that you're building. Because y'all know, if y'all have been listening to me any part of this year, I've been saying it's building season. What are you building in 2022? And that's what this B.O.S.S Masterclass is all about. It's about, one of the things is assisting you to be able to build that structure that you want, build that business that you want, build that team that you want. I mean, whether you are a pastor, because I've said this too, this is for pastors, this is for organizations, those that need to and want to build whatever it is that you're building in 2022. You're going to get these skills. And I'll just mention this, was kind of, you gave your 3 sessions that you're going to be talking about, and Donald, who is the third piece of our sessions here, what he's going to be talking about in his sessions, he's going to be talking about fortifying your image, understanding who you are in your image, and how you present yourself. He's going to be talking about acronyms. He's got some acronyms that motivate you into, you know, who it is that you are, that you can look. They don't call him the motivational guru for nothing. So you'll be able to get that from him. He's going to be talking about acronyms and how they feed into our self-esteem. And then he's going to be talking about their imagining success, the mindset, the mentality, the mastery that goes into being a boss, and that we talk about and everything like that. So
gotta have that mindset.
Yeah, you gotta. It's got the
growth
mindset. It's gotta be there.
You really do.
You go nowhere if you do not have the right mindset. It all starts and ends with that mindset that you need to have. So he's gonna be talking about those things that he's gonna be bringing at the B.O.S.S Masterclass, and then my sessions are going to be, we're going to be talking about the 7 fundamental strategies of branding. We're going to talk about how do you brand, what does it mean to brand, how do you even go about branding, because branding is more than just the logo. You see the logos that we got here, it's more than just seeing those. Like Ms. Connie said, she didn't even know what a logo was, but that is just one aspect. That's one piece, a little piece of what branding is. So we're going to be talking about the 7 fundamental strategies of branding. We're going to be talking about the elements of customer service. You know, what is that? Customer service, it's just, I can't tell you how many businesses are suffering from a lack of customer service in these, you know, in this day and time. And it's just how important it is to us to be able to build your business, to be able to grow your business. And part of customer service is being organized. You know, make sure that you're structured, that you're organized, having those processes in place that you need in order to be able to be successful, in order to be able to build out your business. Because like Ms. Connie said, you want to be able to scale out. You want to be able to scale up your business. You want to be able to scale up your business. And that means growth. That means, how do you grow? How do you grow, and what kind of growth do you want to have? Because if you try and grow too fast, then you may wind up hurting yourself as well. So we're going to talk about those things, and then we're going to talk about what I call my be our guest theory. which is how do you go about getting those customers and clients that you want, that you're looking after. That's gathering, how do you gather information? What information do you gather? Understanding the needs of those that you're talking to, your potential customers or clients. Explaining the benefits. What are the benefits of you coming to this masterclass? What's the benefit of it? And that's what we're here to tell you about. Those things that you're going to come away with, understanding that. So being able to explain those benefits, supplying options. You know, what options do you have being a supervisor, being a manager, and being able to give your employees the tools that they need, the training that they need. What are those options that you have to be able to do? Why should you be attending this particular masterclass? It's going to give you some options, some ideas. Hopefully you'll come away with some ideas like, wow, I never thought about doing that, but I can now incorporate that into what I'm doing. If you're an entrepreneur, hopefully it'll give you an idea of how you can present your product or your service to those potential clients that you have. You know, and then the last thing, of course, is talking about it's time to make a decision. How do you go about allowing your customers or your clients to be able to make that decision where you get them to sign on the dotted line, or you get them to be able to say, you know what, I want to invest in what it is that I believe that you do, because we know, we learn that people do business with people that they know or feel comfortable with. You know, that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what we as, customers do. Think about it. Think about the last thing that you went and bought. You bought it because, one, you were familiar with it. It was something that you knew was needed, but it was also something I'm quite sure that you were familiar with how to use, or something that you were familiar with the name, you were familiar with that company or whatever it is that you bought into. So those are the things that we're going to be talking about to be able to give you the ability to be able to go back to your business, go back to your the company that you work for, and have those structures, those processes, those particular things that you need in order to be able to be successful. And you can, here's the great thing about it, Ms. Connie, they'll be able to take and use them right away. This isn't something that you can say, hey, well, how am I supposed to use this? Or when am I supposed to use it? No, you use it right now. You use it right now. And here's the great thing, as an attendee, you'll be able to have access to it as much as you want. You can go back to it over and over and over again, because you'll get a copy of the sessions, and then you'll also get a copy of our presentations that you have too. So that's the great thing about it. You'll have access to that. You'll be able to use those again and again and again. And you won't have to just depend on the notes that you take. You can actually have the presentations that are going to be a part of it, which we are. So I think that's great. So did you want to add anything else, Ms. Connie?
I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Said something about the customer. We say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this for the customer. Do you know that it's no longer, that's what I'm going to share with you too. That's no longer accurate. The customers come to us because of the value that they see in our product or services.
Absolutely.
We are not in charge anymore. The customer, because think about it, social media channels, they have their friends, their family, their followers. They already have looked us up and searched us on Google and Facebook and all of our social media channels before they even pick up the phone and call. You don't get a call from them unless they already know who you are, what we do, what type of reviews we have. So we no longer have control now. We have control of our business in terms of making it the best that we can make it, and being able to instill trust and credibility in our products and services, and our reputation, our personal reputation, and offering value. So getting back to boss lady, with strategies equals success. Boss lady is what I call myself all the time. With strategies equals success. But getting back to that, we are offering value for your money. Don't look at the money as, oh, that's a lot to spend, I don't want to. We're giving you 9 classes, 9 hours of in-depth information, and then 1 hour or even maybe a little more at the end to ask any question that you have. We have so much information that we could pour another 9 hours in it, but I will try to give you as much meat as I can while I'm talking with you and giving you answers to questions, because we can't take it with us. We have to give back. We have to give people. And I'm going to say what they said, Jack Welch, learn today and apply tomorrow. Learn today and apply tomorrow. Do you not know my writings? I'd say 60% of my writings have been from my experience when I worked in the federal government and from running my business. I was able to use the examples because everybody work in teams, whether you're in private industries, private sector, school, and I use those examples to in class for my work and get good grades. So what we are giving you now is like meat on the bone. We're not giving you the bone, we're giving you meat and a value. And we want you to come with your mind open, a growth mindset, a positive attitude, because we want you to succeed. We want all of us to succeed.
Yeah, and in fact, I wish I had thought of this before, Ms. Connie, before we came on. But, and I just thought about this too. Each of us has a book that deals with what we're talking about here, our particular expertise. And we could have had it. We could have had the books together and show here. I don't know if you have yours kind of handy.
I do.
I don't have. Yeah, I don't have mine. I don't have. I can't reach mine. And I don't want to go off the camera. But talk a little bit about that, because that is
overcoming the odds.
Key, you know, to each of us having our own books that we have out there to talk about those things that we're talking about. So we're not just talking out of the side of our necks or anything like that. These are things that we know, that we've learned, and that we're actually showing others how to be able to do that. So go ahead, Ms. Connie, you want to talk a little bit about your book?
Oh, I just gave this presentation. I talked about it. It was awesome. It's going to be on the link on my Facebook page, Connie AMOS-PARSONS. I'm coming on tomorrow. I think the second to the last, so it'll be in the afternoon, but I'm going to talk about it. And I turned just the incident and I said, red flags of love.
Ooh.
And yes, I want to change it to something different because it's just one paragraph I talked about, one chapter in my book, but it's very intriguing. And then I gave some motivational discussion afterwards. And then I also talked about what was in my second book, which is how did I change my life today? Stepping out on how did I change my life today? 8 steps to success. So I took the 8 steps of success and talked about that. And so that is free. You can listen to all 18 women speak on different topics, all educated, all speakers, or you can just tune in tomorrow and kind of find out what time I'm going to be on, probably in the afternoon. And it's only 49 minutes presentation. But we are talking from real life experiences. I had lessons learned. I had made mistakes. I got scammed, and I'm still here 15 years later because my willpower and my passion outweighed the few things that happened to me. That's basically how it makes you strong. I always saying it's what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And so we're talking about the hard times that we had, and we're going to turn those negatives into a positive and help you stay on course and help you stay passionate and positive.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are the things that we want y'all to hear about, so that you know how you benefit from attending the B.O.S.S Masterclass, because it is about pouring information into you so that you're then able to have that particular skill set that you need. You're able to have I call it the 21st century way of doing things. That you're not locked into, some cookie cutter way of approaching doing business. You're not pigeonholed into a certain mindset. This is about giving you a different ways of looking at how you do business, or how you are a part of doing business in the corporate world. And that's what we want to do, because we've been in corporate America. We know what it's like. We know those, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We just say it like that.
Federal government too. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can't run away from it.
Right. So we wanted to be able to bring you those tools and those assets that you can take back into the business that you work for as an entrepreneur, that you can actually take and pour into your business, so that your business is at the top of your industry. no matter what industry it is, because you'll have those tools, those universal tools that go with business. No matter what business it is, no matter what industry it is, I believe you'll be able to use these skill sets that we have because they're transferable. The transferable skill sets. So whether you are trying to exit, corporate America, or like Ms. Connie said, where you may be transitioning back into corporate America, you can use these skill sets to be able to benefit you. And like we talked about, you'll have not only the the presentations that we're doing, but the sessions that we're doing. But then also we'll let you know the different products that we have, because we do also have, each of us have written books that deal with what we're talking about here, to talk about, that corporate structure or business structure. What are the things that you need to do? What are the things that you need to have in order to be able to be successful? It's about preparing. It's about making sure that even if you may have those skills, you sharpen them, because you always want to make sure that you're learning.
Okay. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah,
that's
you're
right.
always learning. At the first acronym in leader, which is L, is learning. Leaders are always learning, and leaders are always listening. I'm gonna say that again for y'all. Leaders are always learning, and they're always listening. So you want to make
Learning
sure
and listening. That's right.
and that's what you will do at the Boss Masterclass. You will be able to learn, and you'll be able to listen, so that you can take what it is that you're listening to and that you're learning, and be able to pour it into others, take it back and pour it into others, but then also use it for yourself too.
I'm gonna listen to both of you all and write my notes.
Right, exactly.
My presentation, I'm gonna sit down and take notes. Exactly. Yeah.
So that's what we believe you will come away with Brother Donald, Ms. Connie, and myself. When you attend, as I mentioned, we're going to have the link in the comment section here, so you can go and register for the event. It's from March 21st through April 20th. It's 9 sessions, 3 phenomenal speakers. I mean, listen,
right.
You see us three. That's
right.
There.
That's right. There we are. That's right. We're ready. We're ready.
Each doing 3 sessions each. Each of us doing 3 sessions. That's 1 hour for each session that we're doing. And then we certainly are going to have a Q&A, or if there's any kind of questions that you all have for us both individually and that y'all may have for us collectively, we want to be there to answer those for you. Not that we're going to have them after each session as well too, but we're dedicating one final session, that's session 10, to doing nothing but answering questions that you have, to be able to build your business, to be able to organize your business, to be able to shift your business and shift your industry.
That's right.
And then understanding what sacrifice that you have, or how you can better serve the people, the industry that you are a part of. That's what we're here for. That's when we started talking about putting this together. We got excited because we knew what it was that we wanted to bring into 2022. Because as y'all know, and that I say, my mission is to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year.
That's right.
And we do that by bringing you events such as the Boss Masterclass. I like that, with phenomenal people like Miss Connie, like Brother Donald.
That's right.
That are just they are going to just blow you away with what they're going to be bringing to you. You'll just have so much information. You're just going to come away with hopefully a number of just copious notes that you just say, wow, that's a lot. And then you'll be able to take the sessions, the individual sessions, take the sessions back and be able to learn from them and gain from them and be able to apply them, to be able to use our books as well as tools to be able to make you better. So, Ms. Connie, did you have any closing remarks that you wanted to make as well?
Yes. So save the date. It's March the 20th through March the 21st, which is the Mondays, through April the 20th. So Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 8 o'clock, 1 hour. That's it. And then you will have the PowerPoint there while we're presenting, and you can take notes as well. And we're just going to it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing for us, as well as we're going to be learning from each other, and then helping you all as well to be the best you can be. That's all I can say. We are ready. We are ready for 2022. We didn't let that pandemic take us away. We are still here. And
exactly. And moving forward, we are standing strong in 2022 because why? It's building season.
It's building season. That's right.
Building season in 2022. Yes. So we want to help you to be able to build. And that's what we're here for. And that's what the B.O.S.S Masterclass will do for you. It will assist you in being able to build and able to organize and be able to shift. And then understanding the sacrifice that comes with it.
Sacrifice.
It comes with a cost.
Sacrifice. That's right. You gotta sacrifice.
Being the boss comes
at
a cost. Being the boss comes at a cost.
At a cost. That's right. It's not given to you on a silver platter. No,
not at all. It is not going to be easy. Anybody that tells you that they've had it easy, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a leader, becoming any type of manager and all that they don't lie to you. They straight up lie to you because it's never easy. It's not. It's easy. Not. You know, it comes with sacrificing, whether it's your time, whether it's with family, sacrificing time with family, all of those things.
All of that.
Comes with all of that. So
gotta get some skin in the game. I know you heard that one. You get the
absolutely
skin in the game.
You got to. You got
exactly.
To. You got to. So, Ms. Connie, I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with me today to be able to just talk a little bit about the masterclass and what we got coming up. So don't forget, go register. And for those that may watch it on the replay, you still can go register. For those that are on YouTube, we want you to like, share, comment, and share this event as well too, because this is a global event. We want everybody. I said everybody. I said
come on, Africa, Asia, India, come on in the house. South America, come on.
Absolutely. If you are
Canada.
If you are a boss, or if you're aspiring to be a boss or leader in any kind of capacity, then you certainly want to be at this masterclass, because we promise you will definitely come away better after this masterclass than before. So, Ms. Connie, thank you again. And we'll do this. We're going to be doing this.
We'll do it again.
Yep, every week up until the time for the masterclass, because we know the urgency and the importance of it. So y'all gonna see us here on Facebook. Y'all gonna see us on Instagram. Y'all gonna see us on LinkedIn. Y'all gonna see us everywhere.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna get the message out. That's right.
Absolutely. So. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact.
And this is Boss Lady, Connie.
There it is, the Boss Lady.
Peace.
So we will talk to you all soon. Don't forget to go register. We have the link that'll be in the comment section here. And we will see y'all at the B.O.S.S Masterclass.
B.O.S.S Masterclass. All right. Thank you. Good night.